Hi guys! So finally, it's the end of November, and I'm just now recording my Inktober video, so sorry about the wait. Or I guess I should say Cute Girltober, because that's the prompt I followed this year. So Cute Girltober 2022 from Ocean and Space. I'll have her Instagram profile linked down in the description. So I have just a little, quick rundown of the stuff that I'm using, which is, this is the Tachikawa, nib holder, I think you would call it, and then I just used a G pen nib, a variation of grayscaled Copec markers and a random pink one that I had. And the ink that I got for my pen nib was the Deleter Black ink. Everything worked out pretty well. I've never inked with a nib before, but honestly, after all of this, I have decided that it was much preferred than using regular markers or anything. Just because, I don't know, I felt like everything glided and I could thicken out some areas without making them too thick or I don't know, just messing it up with the marker. Not to say that I didn't mess up in areas whenever inking. I mean, look at Anya's mouth there at the bottom, it's a little thick. But no, overall, I had a very relatively successful Cute Girltober. I will say I definitely like more of the drawings. I like more drawings than ones that I don't like, if that makes any sense. In fact, this Nurse Joy one is rather my favorite. Well, one of my favorites, I guess I would say. But it does have a Jolteon on it, so it scores extra points in my book. But, yeah, so I just have all of the prompts and then the characters that I listed on little sticky notes on each page. And we're just kind of going through. I'm not going to talk too much about the characters and their decisions. I might throw it in here and there. But overall, I definitely had a nice overuse injury from just drawing every single day and inking and everything. And my right wrist is just not feeling, well, it wasn't feeling the best. But now that I've taken a bit of a break and I'm not drawing every day, it's been getting a bit better. What else? I definitely used a lot of reference photos for this because in this little cartoony style, it was hard kind of figuring out some good poses for the characters. Also, trigger warning for this next photo, so don't, click away if you don't like mental health issues. Click away. Alright. But anyway, oh gosh, what was I saying? Ah, yes, now I remember. Used a lot of poses for this time around. Not that I didn't use poses pose reference for my last time, but I don't know. After a while, all of the poses just kind of started looking the same, and I have no excuse for it because I was using references, so there is no excuse for it. Also, as you'll go through this little sketchbook tour, it starts after a while looking less like Cute Girltober and more like Genshin Impact-tober. Because currently, Genshin Impact is just kind of my current obsession. Oh, look, my first oopsie page. Yeah, sometimes that happens with ink and you smudge it across the page and then you have to cover it up with stickers. So, sorry, oopsie page. Here's the correct drawing instead of the oopsie one that happened. But, yeah, so no excuses on some of my posing. They're just a little boring. But overall, everything kind of went well. I feel like I'm just kind of rambling at this point. But yeah, definitely. Oh, look, another oopsie page. Wow, I did real well. This one I don't think I actually messed up on. I think I forgot to put the paper that I keep under the paper so the markers don't bleed through, and it just bled through onto that page. So overall though, 2 oopsie pages out of all 31 days, that's not bad. That's really not bad, especially because I had a very bad habit of kind of, I guess I leaned my hand onto the page a lot, and you got to be real careful of smearing the ink because it doesn't just immediately dry onto the page. You have to it takes a little bit. But this ink was pretty cool because the way it stuck on the page, it's textured almost, you could feel it. It didn't feel this way in my other sketchbook that had more of a rough paper, but I guess this more smooth papered smooth papered sketchbook, you could kind of if you run your finger over it, you can kind of feel the bumps of where the ink is. But the only complaint I had with it is taking pictures or like this video or anything. Sometimes it's like it glares off of the ink, so it just looks a little shiny in areas. But we are coming to a close, so thank you for coming to my little ranty, rambly sketchbook tour. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a great time. Will I do it again next year? Maybe, but it definitely takes a lot out of you. But I would recommend trying a Cute Girltober or an Inktober or whatever Inktober prompt you want to follow. Oh, and if you happen to be admiring my really pretty Fire Emblem Three Houses desk mat, it is from Cat Crossing. I can link their information down in the description below. But other than that, goodbye!